Hello and welcome. This is Daniel Hall, and I really want to welcome you to this course that we have put together for you called Creating a Fast and Effective Video Sales Script. This is part of the Simple Video Profits series, and I am frequently using and creating video sales letters scripts for projects for many of my projects. So I just briefly wanted to go through what you can expect out of this course. It is a rather unique approach in that it is meant for you to essentially watch a module and then immediately do whatever that step is. And if you will do that, and it's meant to be concise, succinct, and easy to do right then and there. That's how I've approached it. That's how I've designed this training. And if you will follow along and participate, at the end of the course, you will have your own video sales letter script that you could use to actually record and then start selling very, very quickly. That's what this is all about. And I want to tell you briefly about what I consider to be the purpose of the video sales letter, at least from where I'm sitting and my focus in this course. And that is, it has one purpose, and that is to sell. Okay, sell something in some way, shape, manner, or form. That is, capture the reader's attention, gain and keep the reader's interest, to create desire for your products and your services, and to ultimately encourage the reader to take action. That is, sell something. That could be, you could use this framework, this template that I'm giving you here to create a video sales script that causes people or encourages people to opt into your email list, to buy one of your products or services, to vote for your candidate, to support or donate to your favorite cause or charity, or to join your organization or work for your company. So this is very versatile, it's very flexible, and that's essentially how I've designed it. Now, I will tell you that this is, in fact, copywriting, what I'm about to teach you here. And copywriting, for those of you that don't know, is the words you put on the page or the words you say that cause people to take the action you want them to take, regardless of what that action is. And many times, copywriters will spend literally years learning basic copywriting and sales letter strategies. And then after learning these basic concepts, they do a lot of quote unquote ethical spying on their competition and other folks in their industry that basically sell similar products and services. And they're looking for what this competition is doing that is actually working. And what they will do is, along the way, they will gather what's called swipe files, okay? And these swipe files essentially are usually kind of tucked away into a desk drawer somewhere if it's a paper type of advertisement, or they're saved as computer files, PDFs and whatnot on their computer. But the idea here is that copywriters, especially the best copywriters, they borrow heavily from one another, and that's cool. It's because it's the concept, it's the principle that's being used, not the exact words, as you will see here in today's training. Okay, and of course they'll take the very best, of whatever they find along the way, and they will keep that for later use. And let's face it, I mean, you don't have the time to do this. I don't have the time to do this. We're all super busy, which is one of the reasons why I've taken a very specific and helpful approach for the busy entrepreneur, for the busy online entrepreneur. And the fact of the matter is that I hope to uncover and to demystify many of the myths that you may have in your head right now about actually creating a video sales letter script. And that is that you don't have to necessarily have perfect grammar or spelling in order to have effective writing or to write an effective script. And when I say effective, I mean persuasive. Okay, it doesn't have to be grammatically correct necessarily, okay, depending on your audience, to actually persuade something to take the action that you want them to take, which again, that's our major focus here, because the real truth here is that most successful entrepreneurs and salespeople are not really that great of writers. And the fact of the matter is that you don't have to write sales letters or emails or web copy that's perfect in order to make money. So that's the first great myth here. The second great myth, again, that I want to demystify, all right, is that great writers are born that way. In other words, great sales writers, great copywriters are born that way, and that's not true either. Okay, the truth of the matter is that writing effective copy is more of a science than an art, and that is a very good thing for you because professional copywriters use proven templates. They use swipe files, as I've said, to create their sales letters, their video sales scripts, and they sell tons of products and services just like you will, okay, if you will use this system, use this process that I'm going to teach you in this course. And this bears repeating because even the highest paid professionals out there, and they will charge literally $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to write one single script and also take an equity position in the amount of money that comes in. Okay, so there are some very, very high paid copywriters, but even the highest paid of these folks use themselves templates and borrow ideas from other successful copywriters while creating their own material, okay, which is again what we're going to be doing in today's presentation. So this course is in fact a template. And that's the really cool thing. And as a matter of fact, here is the template kind of all laid out for you. We're going to do a module on each one of these things. That is, we're going to do a module on writing a headline, introducing the problem that your problem solves, agitating that problem. We'll talk more about what that means, but basically making it worse, reminding somebody of their pain, and then sort of rubbing salt in it in a way. And we'll talk more about that. We're going to be talking about and doing a whole module on introducing a solution, telling them what they get, okay, in that solution, reminding those folks of the idyllic world, what life is going to be like, in other words, when they have their problem solved. We're going to talk about your offer and putting that together, social proof, reversing the risk that everyone, okay, feels when they are weighing whether to buy something or not. They don't want to get ripped off, so we'll talk about that. We're also going to talk about scarcity and urgency and the calls to action, and finally the closing of your video sales letter script, okay? So I wanted to kind of give you the slide order here so that you will know essentially the order of the slides that you are going to end up creating for narration, because what you're going to do for each one of these things is essentially narrate your way through them. And the main thing I want you to understand here is that you can devote 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't really matter how many slides that you devote to each one of these things. The shorter the better, I will say that. But don't just feel confined to using just one slide or showing just one slide per element. Have 2 or 3 or 4, whatever you feel is necessary to really fully flesh out and develop each one of these elements. The headline, again, introducing the problem, and so forth. Okay, so how to go about using this script, because at the end of this training, and I'm talking about literally at the end of listening, because you're going to be listening, stopping the presentation or finishing that module and then doing, okay? Stopping and then doing. So you're going to end up actually having a script. So, and that's the specific way I designed this system, so that you can, at the end of it, have a script that then you could use to plug into whatever way you are actually recording the video. Now, I prefer and I really love Adobe Spark, and if you have the rest of this, the Simple Video Profit system, you will also have training on that. But there's other ways to do it. I mean, you could essentially, if you have Camtasia Studio, you could use that. You could use Google Hangouts on Air or any other solution, okay? Any of them. It's, again, you will have the script at the end. Now, I just want to encourage you. This is really, really important to actually use the script, use the final part of this and actually put it together step by step. And I know at the end, the very final product that you put together is going to be much, much better, most likely, than paying some copywriter that doesn't know your business, your products, your service, and the solutions that you bring to your marketplace. You know that. You know it better than anyone. Okay, so with that, I'm going to encourage you to jump into the next module, follow along, and actually do as we go through. We'll see you there.